Okay, we're gonna do a quick little spin with this setup. We've added a light to it. I got a decent, proper camera on it now, so let's see if we can go out and find some stuff out there. I just gotta go grab the shovel. As you can see, it's another dark night, and she's starting to snow again. There was a mist in the air earlier. Turn this machine on. Yeah, it's a very fine snow that's coming down. You can smell somebody's got their wood burning stove on. But you can see, I'm just gonna get out here. Actually, the field don't seem to be too, yeah, it's nice, easy diggable tonight. It got a little hard on us last night. Snow's starting to settle in the grass a bit. We'll try right about here. Mounted this 4 LED light just above the coil, and as you can see, it lights it up pretty good. Now that's coming in about a 12, 13, 27, probably a pull tab. I'm going to put the shovel there. We're going to do a little experiment and see if we can dig this out and how good the camera's going to show it. They says this is the real first time that we've been trying to do this, but at least the ground's nice and soft. Yeah, just as I figured. It's a pull tab. But I hope that the camera view is good. I'm just doing a little test with it. And we'll see what it works out. No ring that time. No ring that time. Hopefully, right, actually this little spot that we're in this year, we've got, between me and another fellow, hunt with Andrew, I think we got just around these trees here about 6 rings. And 4 of them were good ones. Some of them were, a couple of them were just phony ones, but they look good. They look good. A lot at this park, they have special events, and they have vendors that come here. But this little area right here, we've really hit it hard. So this one's coming in about 1302. As I mentioned before, this is a program that I made the machine learn everything. So that's coming in 1802. So we're going to put the shovel down, and then put that as close as we can without the machine going nuts. Actually, it's going to be not too bad for camera angles because I can raise it or lower it with the coil here. So it'll give me a little different setting on it. Well, there we go. Friggin' favorite sport drink, tin foil. Those, I'm not sure really with this machine what they come out. Yeah, they were usually around 1202, I guess. A lot of like your AT Pro and stuff, and we get them about 43 consistently. Come up as a VDI number on them. And naturally, when you're in a an area where there's a park or sports field, you're going to get a lot of them. That's for sure. We got some worms. Anybody wants to go fishing? But it is kind of mucky. Grass is nice and wet. And it was mistier before, but I'm glad it's not raining, because I didn't want to really take this camera out in the rain, because it's not a waterproof camera at all. So that's going to come down the road once I figure a proper way of getting everything set up. 12:03 again. I'm surprised there's anything left in here. We've I don't know how many thousands and thousands of coins we've taken out of here. Actually, this year I just checked my diary today. Yeah, well, here's 1043, 943. Checked my diary today, and year to date I'm up to 9,200 coins. Not value, but 92 different coins of all nominations. So. Okay, well, that's coming in at 841 now, so I think that's going to be good. We're just going to lay that down again. Like I said, a lot of this is just experimentation tonight. I'm taking advantage of the soft ground because we've got unseasonable conditions up here in Canada. Usually it's about 6-7 degrees this time of the year, but we've been hitting the freezing part. Tell me I missed it. This thing's acting up again. I go through quite a few of these. Probably a couple a year I have to send back to Garrett because they get wore from using it. But this could be a deeper coin. That's why we've missed it before too. Well, that is really weird. Maybe I missed it when I was trying to set that machine down so we could look at it better. Well, that's really strange, because that was a really good signal. Grub's gone. The grubs are in there. All sorts of grubs this year. Grubs and what's it, stuck to the shovel maybe? I've had that happen. No, well, we'll bury it up and see if we can locate it again. Yeah, there's about 4 grubs right there. That's awful. I don't know why. What happened to that one? There it is again. I'm saying it's only about 6 inches. It's okay. So I did miss it a bit. We'll turn that yippee pinpointer off. That's the thing with these the Etracs. They're not a momentary switch on the pinpoint, which I've actually gotten really to like. And with the CTX has the same option that you can have momentary or have it on continuously. So that was a pretty good, because the CTX, they've got the push button trigger on it, but I never really liked it because it was kind of high. This thing just don't want to be found. Whatever, well, we're not wasting no more time with it, because if I don't get it today, I'll get it another day. I hunt this area regularly, and it's just not to be had tonight. Sometimes at nighttime I notice they're can lose them like that, but it could be something deeper. Like I said, I don't get too worried about it because I'll be back for it. We'll get her again. But with this program, as you can see, it runs real quiet, and it blocks out a lot of the iron stuff. You got to be careful with our clad here. The Americans have about the same problems we do with the nickels, but we have it with the quarters and the dimes too. And a lot of these new toonies and loonies, come in weird. Now, one thing that I was having problems with that, I actually own two of those CTX 3030s, and I sold it because I got frustrated with it. I didn't have an Etrac at the time, so I bought the Etrac after the fact, and I ended up selling the 3030 because I couldn't get used to it. Well, in the meantime, I got so frustrated with it. When I started running it in Ferris coin mode, it was just incredible for Canadian stuff. I couldn't believe it. And actually, with this machine here, just a penny here. Jesus, it's a lot different in the dark, but it's fun. Kind of small, whatever it is. Must be a dime. Yeah, it's got to be a dime. But as I was saying with this, what I've been running and having good success with is just the running it in Ferris and 4-tone. I got away from that multi-tone stuff because I think it's very confusing. Now, the only thing, this 4-tone multi seems to be pretty good, or just the 4-tone in the Ferris and not conductive seems to be pretty good because you're getting a good happy medium on your tones for your golds and your silver plus your coins, which you usually if you go in a Ferris tone, you get low tones for your golds. And the conductivity, you get your high tones, but then you get your low tones in your coins. Like, I can't believe, like, living in, if you live in the States, your coins are so easy to find. Like, these machines are so easy to set up. What's that there? 1834. When we do bang the American coins here, these machines just go nuts. Like, it's impossible not to ever be able to find that American clad. And I did the same thing with the AT Pros. I've owned a couple of them. I had an International and I sold it. Then I bought a used one, but it was an older, just a regular AT Pro, and it didn't have any of the staff or the shaft locks or anything on it. So it was, you know, so I got rid of that, and oh, look at that, we got ourselves a, this, you know, just incredible, because I was about 4 inches down, and it's a loony. It's a loony. Last night I got a couple toonies and a loony out of here too, and like I said, these machines are like golf clubs, I think, because you got specific ones for specific needs, but don't ever get discouraged with any of them. You got to really do your homework with them, and it took me a long time to even try to get a little bit of a hold on this Etrac, and I found the best way of doing it. And I learned this a long time ago. I used to do a lot of fishing, and I always wanted to run the bait casting reels, and an old guy told me the one day. He says, leave your other rods at home and just take your bait caster with you out in the boat. So you have a tendency to use it because you don't have any options. Well, naturally when you do that, you get to figure it out because you don't want to waste your day fixing birds' nests and everything else. And he was right. It worked out. And I think it's a lot like these detectors. You got to do the same thing. It's too easy to go back to something that you're used to using. That sounds pretty good actually with a 30 and a 36. But I can't. Okay, well we're going to dig it. That's 20, 11, 34. It's bouncing around quite a bit. You know, people say, you know, unless it's a good constant steady signal, you know, you walk away from it. Well, I'm a big believer. When you get this moisture in the ground and everything else, you'll get bouncing around numbers. I believe is the coin sitting on its side. If you're not really on a flat surface, if that coin's not flat like it's sitting on the table. Oh, look at that. We've got a great big, what the hell is it? Well, got an overload on it. Well, that's got to be it. This Etrac's that good that it can go through that. That's a piece of big piece of tin. Almost looks like it's a squished up funnel. Could be. Who knows what's in these old? My saying is the earth eventually claims everything, which it does. Now you can start to see the buildup on the snow on the coil, and I hope I'm not frigging this friggin' camera out, but I'm gonna have to get one that's waterproof and waterproof. And then I forgot the raincoat for the unit itself. 1518, 1418. Actually not a bad night. There's no wind. I can deal with anything else, but when you get that wind, building up. Hope I'm not getting a low battery. But when you get that wind building up, it can really ruin anything. And that's one reason I don't fish that much anymore. I used to get out on that lake, and I enjoyed it. I fished all of the states. I was sponsored with Skeeter and Yamaha. We did that for 7 years. We were what they called a state team member. There was 4 of us here in Canada. And actually we were all from Brantford and Jerseyville, so we weren't... That's pull tab. I don't get frustrated with pull tabs anymore. I got, actually Andrew, I see he was collecting them. He's got them in these 4-liter little plastic pickle jars. So I find if you get frustrated with them, make them into a good thing. So start collecting them. You'd be surprised how much you get in one of those pickle jars. And if you don't want them, just donate them. There's a lot of societies that take them. The old days, people told me that they used to make wheelchairs or something out of them. I said, well, geez, they got to make an awful lot of them. I always thought, why didn't they just go to the place that manufactured them and bought them direct? No, I guess they get so many of them and they scrap them out, and then they put the money into the charities to buy these wheelchairs and stuff. That's 12, 10, 15, 12, 15. You think we should dig it? Like I said, we gotta dig something, so we're just out here playing around tonight. We're not, well, you gotta enjoy it. But I am getting sick of this Canadian weather. I did dig to Oh, I think it was about 3 or 4 days before Christmas last year. And where did that go? Stuck to the shovel, is it? That's the problem. I do like Canada and enjoy it. And we're very lucky here in Canada because there's not, it's like fishing in the States. I remember going down the interstates, everybody does it. Like the interstates, bass boat after pickup truck and bass boat. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's another pull tab. Look at that coil getting all frosty right up. Looks like a glazed donut. And I find that here in Canada, that there's not a lot of people doing this metal detector, and I know it's getting more popular each year. And these new people that are getting involved will be mad at me because they won't even be able to find pull tabs. The way I'm going. But just signed up for everything. I've been a member or subscriber, I should say, to YouTube for quite a few years, probably since it started, but I've never actually posted any videos or anything. And I've got so much out of it. I love the YouTube. All you guys out there, you know, Chicago Ron and Nugget Noggin and all those guys are just, especially that Nugget Noggin being a young fella, I've sort of seen him grow up and through the different stages, and getting to be quite a young man now. That's a pretty long target, whatever that is. We're going to pinpoint it just to see if it, well, maybe not. It's a 1042. Maybe it's a big toonie or loony again. I hope this works out because, well, if it don't, we'll figure out something that'll work out. I'm probably killing the camera right now. And moisture gets in there. I was using just my phone last night, and I remember I bought this little Sony CyberShot camera, and I never used it, sitting in the glove box of my truck. And a long time ago, I bought a mechanical clamp style thing that's made for devices like that. And I looked all over here in North America, and I forget who it was on YouTube, but they were using it. And he ended up saying he got it on eBay, so I went to eBay, and it came from China. I think it was only like $7 or $8, and I don't know, I think it was even free shipping. Mind you, it took about 3 weeks to get. Yeah, holy jeez. I told you, it was big. An old can, but it amazes me how a can can get in the ground that far. That was, that's probably about 5 inches down. And, you know, it's in rough shape, it's can slaw. But a lot of these parks, the explanation is they use, they aerate these each year. And they've got that machine that comes around with the tines on it. So I give that a lot of blame for pushing a lot of stuff into the ground. I hope this, I don't know if this mic in this camera is even any good, if anybody is even picking up what I'm saying. Come on, we gotta get some more money here. A ring would be real super. Nighttime ring. That'd be enough upset. That'd make a lot of people upset going out in this. See, there's a 1436 and a 9th. That's staying that shallow. Now it's 120. And then it's gone. 330. Oh, curiosity got the cat. It's like when we all had a saying in fishing, when in doubt, set the hook. If you can feel something on your line, the fish don't have hands. It's got to be in their mouth, right? So when in doubt, set the hook. Oh, what do we got? I don't know. It's very thin, whatever it is. Well, it's got to be a quarter. It's a quarter, but I don't know why it just feels like nothing. It even looks thin. It feels thin. See, I know this light probably ain't doing it any good. But actually a quarter. But it feels so thin unless my hands are getting numb. Very, very thin quarter. It doesn't feel chunky like a normal one. Anything else in the hole? Look at the snow on that coil. Jesus, I should never got that tin up there. That's kind of a messy hole I left there. Well, it'll go back. Well, anyways, folks, thanks for coming with me to try this test run, and I think I'm going to pack it in right now because I see everything's getting kind of wet here. So we'll see you again. Thanks a lot.